is a live look at Carter Finley Stadium in Raleigh, North Carolina. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Duke Blue Devils and the NC State Wolfpack. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
So much good football in the Triangle, but one of the best stadiums in that area is Carter Finley Stadium. NC State gets it rocking. The red and black, 50,000 plus. This is one of the most fun places to watch a game in North Carolina. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will have the first crack at it in this one. A rivalry game like this, they'd love to get off to a good start. Guys, the last time they met, they were trading haymakers with each other.
They sure were. You could really tell in that game how much this rivalry meant to the players. They were exhausted, David. That game was back and forth. Neither of these teams want to lose because you don't want to hear about it for an entire offseason, and you know they're going to be playing with some fire today.
And you hear about it from the fans every time you lose. You hear about it constantly. It matters. Heard about it with Jesse Palmer in the Georgia-Florida rivalry. It was a big-time deal. They're going to be playing with emotion. Who can handle that emotion early, get settled in, and throw that first punch?
They'll ride him again. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense is
picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks in the back end. He's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
On the ground, it's Scott. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. Handoff again. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. They'll run it. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Looking down the middle. Left side is Snow. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Wolfpack picked up that last first down with a completion. Let's see what they do here. Driving forward, it's Scott. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Hands it off. Breaks the tackle. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Just blew his way through a couple of defenders and reached pay dirt.
That's why, as a defense, you have to gang tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you could tell, once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Makes the grab, it's Nicholas. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Blue Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The run inside, it's Shepard. And that first defender was just waving at him after that sweet move. He picked up the first down.
And, guys, that's not a surprise, is it? Watching tape coming into this football game, he can make things happen. He can run around you. He can run through you, just like you saw right there, break tackles. They will feature him early in this football game. They'll feature him often. He's one of their game breakers.
Powers through the defender. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. That holding call backs him up 10. It's now 1st and 20. Snap in the shotgun. Look out! That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. Looking for space, it's Shepard. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The Blue Devils want to move quickly.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on first. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast, and they try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Gonna look downfield again. They're all over him. Just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack, and it'll be fourth down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This whole place gonna see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll run this play from the pistol. Quarterback signaling to his guys. The give. Nice move there. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Right side, it's Jackson. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on third down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Tells to run, wants to pass. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Catch in the middle, it's Nicholas. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. From the gun, it's Shepard. At the 40, there he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And they're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And when we're talking Duke offense this year, it's going to start and end with Shepard at running back because this offense lost a lot of pieces. They lost their quarterback. They lost their best receiver, both to Miami. But Shepard stays, and so the identity for Manny Diaz, David, is going to be running the football and getting that established early this season.
And Shepard showed you, man. He showed you some really big flashes. And the running game went to a different level when they started to feature him more his first year in the program. So he's a guy that can hit the home runs. He can run downhill, be physical. So, yes, without the experience at quarterback, you better have the ground game going for Duke.
can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on first down. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Running inside, it's Campbell. Gets it inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line with the pickup of 4. The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Coming out with it, it's Snow. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Keeps it on the ground. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. First quarter in the books. Let's see what kind of numbers these 2 wide receivers are putting up. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll run him again. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Holly, what update do you have for it?
Guys, down here on the Duke sideline, something I've got my eyes on is how the running back is moving and cutting. As you know, he did get really banged up in that game last week despite the...
Snags it and he's open. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The Blue Devils moving quickly to the line.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field, too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good...
Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
When you start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a 2nd look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better...
That's a fumble on the play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
On back-to-back drives, this offense can't get out of their own way. They fumble again. Man, a lot of times you get fired when you fumble. This is another guy. Like, they're going to have to fire the whole team if they keep this pace going.
To the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Out wide left. It's Jackson. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. Wants to keep it in the air. Rush right in his face. Got his man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
NC State on the move, set up with another first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Scott.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down to the air. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Dropping back, it's Bailey. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Right down the boulevard. They take a 4-point lead here in the 2nd.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Throws for the tight end. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
He lets one fly deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake. but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Moving the pocket, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Turning it on. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. They've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands, and you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Keeps it on the option. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. This crowd trying, they get through and it's blocked. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Gonna run it. It's Scott. Nowhere to go.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The handoff. There he goes. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Wolfpack line up, trying to forge ahead for a few inches. Trying to squeak through the pile. He's got enough to move the chains and convert, but we'll see if they're content to just let this clock run here late in the half.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up the short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. To the air, it's Bailey. He'll take a deep shot here. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the number 10 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's Michigan State able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12. Now back to your game inside Carter Finley Stadium. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. Bringing it back. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Guys, checking in with the NC State head coach at the half, he wanted to remind his team that they have been in moments like this before. They lost last time these 2 teams played, and they want to build on that experience and make a different outcome this time around. He told them, we have got to be focused and meet the moment, have even more energy, because this rivalry game is what energy is all about. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Sets his feet, it's Bailey. They'll run the screen. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Tight end now in motion. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He can get this one up in the wind. It ought to carry for a while. They kick it away on 4th down. And he muffs it, a loose football.
And we don't always talk about the third part of the football game, but offense, defense, special teams, this is a huge shot in the arm. Their offense has struggled all game long. You force the fumble, give them good field position. Maybe this is the spark they need.
This offense has it with really good field position. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Goss. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Turns it upfield. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in third and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on third down.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the ref. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. Quick give. It's Campbell. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be second and 10.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Another incompletion on third down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Under pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. Just smothered on the play.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Makes the grab. It's Richardson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Drops back on 1st down. Out wide right, it's Moore. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards. 3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Straight ahead, it's Campbell. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
RPO complete. Hard running there. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Feels as if the whole city of Raleigh is trying to help out the Pack on 3rd down. Drives inside. Shakes off the defender. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And this is exactly what you want to see from this offense. The defense forced a turnover, puts you in a great position. Now, put a few 1st downs together. Ultimate goal is to capitalize on it, punch it in the end zone. But nice job moving the football little by little, trying to get this touchdown.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The The throw on second down, and they need a lot. He's going to take off. Down he goes.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive because first down he got sacked, second in California, he's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the first down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this third down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the field.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Blue Devils!
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. NC State heads out, gearing up to go on the attack. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The ride. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Bailey. Got him in, it's Jackson. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away, see where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
The Wolfpack might just keep spinning it after that last one. Out wide left, it's Scott. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Hits inside, it's Goss. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. NC State now operating from the red zone. Back to throw, it's Bailey. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the third down.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On third down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Caught. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Push ahead on the sneak. Touchdown! Wolfpack! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They marched 78 yards down the field, and it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Fires to the wideout. Left side is Richardson. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Finds his man. It's Nicholas. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Campbell. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds the tight end. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand, they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on 1st down, open up the entire playbook.
And just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And this is the chance for this offense. A first and goal, fourth quarter, trying to tie the game up. They'll try to get it in with the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Duke.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. This is what you dream of, isn't it? Waning seconds, football in your hands, a chance to etch your name in this moment in the rich history of this rivalry. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Makes the grab. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
I love that last play, and I love that they're still under control here. I know it's a 2-minute situation. Everybody's trying to go fast, but they can't get out of control. Right now, they're playing within themselves. They're understanding what's on the clock, and they're just running their offense.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. Better get rid of this one quick.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Out wide left, it's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got the tight end. Now we get a timeout from the Blue Devils. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
So here comes our first play of overtime. From the gun, it's gone. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And you see him consistently sticking with the run, staying balanced. As you get closer to the goal line, you're thinking the field starts to shrink. Now, do I have a jump ball wide receiver out wide? I can throw the football.
And into the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Defense going all in to stop the run. Tries to get it himself. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And they grab the lead here in overtime.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. He decides to keep the football. He can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. In front of them, they have to answer that score with a touchdown. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.